coming. No wonder why the judge is so worried. This is precisely the drama he saw playing out, and true to form it is. Judge, what do you think?
I think we're in very dangerous times because the government is spying on half of Americans, and the government is trying to persuade Americans that we should trust it and that this is for our own good. And the government is arguing, as governments have argued since time immemorial, hey, give us some of your liberty and we'll keep you safe. It doesn't keep us safe, and the liberty does not come back. In World War I, the Wilson administration enacted the Espionage Act, which prohibited saying nice things about the enemy. That's still the law today. The government hasn't used it, but it's there if they want to indict somebody on the basis of their words. That is very, very dangerous stuff.
Or you could send everyone at MSNBC to jail with that. Right?
The American public cannot become complacent about this because we are losing liberty down a slippery slope. If you had predicted this 10 years ago, one would have said, couldn't possibly be. It will never happen. Yet what we are watching today began 10 years ago under the presidency, under the Bush-Cheney administration.
Let me ask you, though, Judge, when it comes to whether we get any value from this, Joe Lieberman, the former Homeland Security chairman of the Senate, former senator, was telling me, you know, Neil, without saying examples in the proof, that this sort of thing, the NSA phone record thing, that kind of thing has stopped events. Now, of course, that's like wondering, all right, prove it. But his point was there is some good to come of something that would seem patently offensive. What do you say to that?
I say that value is a cost. It's an analysis after cost. So at what cost are we getting value?
Well, what if it keeps Senator Napolitano alive?
I don't want to give up the liberties that have made America America. I am willing to live with some choice. At some point, enough is enough. This is too much. The government spying on half the country. Look, the whole purpose of the Fourth Amendment was to make sure we didn't have fishing expeditions and dragnets. It's to give the government what it needs, but the government has to show a target. It has to show suspicion.
But what if it doesn't know a target?
Wrong.
It's looking for like a proverbial needle in a haystack.
Well, then it can't look at everybody. It simply can't do that because that's what makes would have made Joe Stalin happy. He decided there were a bunch of bad people. He called them Bolsheviks, and I'm going to look at everybody.
And that was total Bolshevik, right?
It was, well, your words, not mine. I couldn't possibly say that. Look, the whole purpose of the Fourth Amendment is to prevent the government from doing, in large numbers, what it is doing to us. You have a greater chance of dying by being shot by the police or falling in your bathtub at home than you do from a terrorist. You wouldn't give up the privacy in your home believing that the government could keep you safe. Why would you give up the privacy in your emails or your texts or your phone calls? It doesn't keep us safe. Does it make their job easier? Yes, it does. But putting obstacles in front of the government is what the Constitution did intentionally to keep it from becoming an all-powerful government. Ronald Reagan used to say, if we don't control the government will control us. Neil, who's in charge now?
Very good point.
Or us?
What were his other fearsome words? We're from the government, we're here to help.
The 9 most dangerous words in the English language. That's what he called them.
Well, wicked smart, right up there with Lizzie Wicked McDonald. You know, for whatever weight he's lost, he's come that much more enraged. He's a genius. All right, thank you, Judge, very much. Meanwhile.